What's it like being enclosed within what it says? There is your leg is over a casket of wood. What though is it's saying? That there is an opposing nature where though what it would say is in opposition itself negates the notion of finding yourself being what this opposition itself says you're not. Then I look at the opposition in that casket, while then knowing that where I've been tells me that what it would say is opposition. has not been to where there is no opposition, to then see yourself as what the idea of opposition itself operates upon. Then who am I when I reside in that place, looking at myself as a figure what is like something that voids what it is that opposition is understood to be, then why am I awake there when it is that I look this way? Does that mean that I am the figure within a casket that another says is opposition? That while they are then within that boarded up place, they say, there is space. Then, with this, I put on a notion that the friction itself, what would give one cover, is itself frictionless for me. What is then saying to what would say what cover is? Then my cover is frictionless. That there is nothing to be covered from. And I cover friction. So then, when I look like opposition, it's as though I look like what I am said to be. Then therein lies something that when it is that I look like what it is that I am said to be, then I am the opposition. Though in being what it is that I am said to be, why is it that I would be opposition when it is that I look like what I am told that I look like? Unless what I am is something that when people talk about, they don't want me to be confined within what it is that they say. Then the more that they speak of me, the more it is that they are disappointed in me. For then I am just what they say I am. But then does this grant them their wish if whatever they say becomes true? Then it is that they wish that what they say I am is not what I am. Then in being what they say, I am in opposition as to what it is that they say. Then I am a thing that lets people know that what they say can be. But if everything they say is, then what they say has little to say, and then when what's said then says less when everything that is said is so. So then, when I see myself as what it is that I am said not to be, then am I truly what it is that people say that I am? Then when more so am I myself? When it is that I see myself as not what it is what others say, though in saying this, what more do I know? When all I am is what is said, then am I not more so when I am what is said about me? For then I can look at what it is that says me, or would I be without what it is that says I am? Then would I see what it is that says me, and I look at myself, then it doesn't look like me. Then it's as though I am in that place when I don't look like myself, even though I am looking at what it is that says what I am. Then, in this, I am as much as what it is that I am when I am what I am said not to be, when it is that I look at what it is that says what I am. Or then, in either, it then doesn't look like myself. Then when am I more myself? If when I look like myself by being what it is that I am said I am, looking at what says me, it doesn't look like me. And then when I look like what it is that I'm said not to be, then it doesn't look like me. what is then the same as when it is that I don't look like myself, when it is that I am what I am said I am. Then, if I am to take these two containers to then try to find out by pouring them into another, to then say that this one is who I am, what would then be neither being said or unsaid, where then I can look at things and not say that that's not me, but know that it isn't. Where then, when it is that I don't look like what I am said to be, I don't say that this is everything. So that when I look like what I am said not to be, I don't look at myself. Then I can say that there is more to me than being unsaid. What would then be saying that has no saying? What would that be? But itself something we know we forgot? Then, if I see myself where it is that I am not like what it is that I am mentioned as, than I am forgetting something. I am forgetting something. If I say this enough, I am forgetting something. Does that then tell me more about who it is that I am? Or who would forgetting something be? What is forgetting something? But itself an exchange? Then if I am exchanged, then I am a good? Where then what are goods? But something that is neither required nor undesired, where if one truly knows what's good, then one requires nothing but it. So then I am it. Where what are it things? But themselves things that are called out? Then they try to make other things it. Where then is this me then being what I am said to be, being it? What then is why it is that when it is that I am what I am said to be, I am the opposition they see? For in then trying to make other things it, they are then called out. Then I am out while I am in it, and while I'm in it, I'm out of it. What is then to say that nothing is it? By then making things it, I am telling them they are out of it. Then if I am a good that tells things they are out of it by making them it, then what is that? If by making things it, they are then out of it. What is it? If I then discuss what it is, then will I find what it is to me? Then will I be able to more accurately know what it is that makes people out of it if I make them it? What is it? Where a thing itself then requires more of it when it has it? Am I then a drug? What then if I am? Though I am a good. What drugs are there that are good? Where then they satisfy requirement to then say there is less to be required the more good that you know. Then what is that relationship? Where then people would want more of it by in being out of it when they are made it. They are then out of requirement. Then they want more requirement when they meet my requirements. Or then if they meet my requirements, then the less requirement there is. Then is this more so what it is that I am? To say that by in them meeting my requirements, they no longer know my requirements. What is then to say that they no longer know me when it is that they meet me? Like was said about forgetting. They no longer know me when they meet me. So when they meet me, they wish to meet me again. What is then forgetting? So that there can be something else to know. Or if we know one thing, do we then know the other? Then I am sought out to be known, to know something else. Or then when my requirements are met, there is no longer requirement for our meeting. Then without requirement, what is it that one couldn't know? Then when they know something else through exchange of a good, what is what I am, then they wish to know the requirements of that thing, they exchanged requirements for, so that they can then know it more. Then therein lies making things it makes them then out of it by in them having enough requirement to know no requirement, or then what it is that they would then know, what then in then knowing that they then seek to know its requirements to then know it. Then what do I do as a good? Do I then seek to be a good? Or am I simply? Is what I said what it is that I do to be a good? Or then in my then saying what I am is then my being what it is that I am not said to be by others. Or is this the mixing of those two vessels into where what it is that I say I am concedes to where it is that I am said to be, so that then when it is that I am said to be, it is as much as what it is that I say as what it is that says something about me. Then can I be what is then a thing that says as much about itself as is said about it. So I know myself out of it, and am fine in being it, or in either there is more to be known when what it is that we would say is requirement to be there has to have requirement for requirement. What then is then where within requirement there are leagues of things to say don't meet the requirements. By and large, for them being a part of what it is to know that there is something else for us to even be able to say that to know a thing, something must be required. Then, if this is what I am, what do I do with this? But then seek to make others require it, then know it? What is then to make others? What is then to be far from myself? Where then it is to find all of these things in as much as where I am said to be as where I am said not to figure out what is